Hello, everyone. My name is Galacti, and right now I'm enjoying some dark chocolate. But no, in all seriousness, guys, welcome to another video here on my channel. Where today I wanted to go over be in because of No Way Home's massive success. I wanted to go over all the Spider-Men in my collection, including Miles Morales. I threw him up here because I mean, come on, he's in the suit. And I love him. I love both Miles figures I have. And I decided to, because I'm not sure if I'll ever really do a solo review on any of these figures. Maybe if you guys like them so much, I will. But I did want to put them out there and kind of show off this collection because this is one of my personal favorites. Spider-Man is the only character in which I have a dedicated area just kind of for him and for his movies. I mean, not only is that's mainly because of the amount of suits I have for him. And I love all of them. I want to get every single suit that he has in the MCU. That's my hopefully goal one day. At least that's been out in action figure form. So, obviously the new suit that has been revealed and released in No Way Home for the final swing, that has not been made into a figure yet. But as you may tell if you know all the suits by heart, there are two suits missing, and that would be the Iron Spider and the Homecoming suit, the homemade suit from Homecoming and Civil War. It did make a brief appearance. I do want both of those suits. I'm hoping to get them someday. If you guys know anywhere to get them, that'd be very helpful. They both are pretty expensive, so any help that I can get would be really appreciated on my end. I mainly right now been looking for the Iron Spider suit, and his Marvel Legend is just insanely expensive, and I'm not sure if I want to step up and get the Mafex or SH Figure Arts, especially the SH Figure Arts, because that one is expensive. And I know the Final Battle variant, because there are two variants of SH, and the first one was complete garbage, and the second one was really good. But the problem is the second one is the really, really expensive one. So, I don't know. And I'm just hoping that with the Marvel Legend, or the Homecoming version, I just hope I can find him. Like, the whole, I don't really care which variant I get of him. I'm hoping just to, find a cheap version of the Marvel Legends and get that. Because I want all the Spider-Man. I want all Tom Holland's. And at some point, I do want at least one form of Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. But I'm honestly waiting for Marvel Legends to hopefully drop them into figure form. I think they're going to do it. I mean, they'd be missing out on a ton of money if they didn't do so. So I'm just waiting right now for them to release the figures. But I did want to go over this collection and kind of go over each figure individually, just do a quick little run by, and then I'll wrap up this video. And I'm sorry I didn't make so many videos. I said I was, but then I got the lights actually. If you see them around here, I got those. I thought those would be nice, and I think they look good. And I just had a lot of work and some schoolwork that I had to get done, so I didn't really have time to make videos. But I decided that I wanted to do this actually for a while now, and actually, funny enough, this was meant to be my comeback video. This was going to be the first video that I posted when I got back on YouTube. And I don't know why this was delayed so much, but it just was. So I'm making up for it now. So let's get to it. I think what I'm going to do is go in order of when we see the figure. And I'm going to do Miles at the end. So we're going to do the Spider-Man figures in order from where they come from or what movie. And then we're going to do Miles after the Spider-Man. So let's get into it. Okay, and the first figure is Spider-Man from the first suit from Homecoming. And the only suit I have from Homecoming, like I said, I do want to try to get the homemade suit, but this is the first Stark suit, and I am a little kind of upset about this. I did turn him into like a custom figure. When Homecoming came out, or not Homecoming, when Spider-Verse came out, I wanted a Miles figure, and I didn't have any, and I didn't know how to get any and whatnot. I actually had the original version of this figure. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it came in a 3-pack with Iron Man and Captain America from, it was a Civil War thing. And he had a darker red suit looking, and it was an older figure, and it was a 3-pack. Really good 3-pack. But I turned that figure into a custom Miles, and I do not have it with me right now. So I do not get to show that off, but this is the same suit, and I think this figure does look a lot better. The red is much brighter. I also like that the texture on it. This is an actual texture. And this figure actually is held up really well. I've had this guy in my collection for a long time. I got him on Big Bad Toy Store. It was actually my first figure I bought on Big Bad. And I have all the accessories to every single Spider-Man figure. I do want to mention that, except for one, and that's actually with this figure. I do not have his left flipping hand. I misplaced that. And it's funny, I even have the web wings that came with this figure. So I have both of these, and you probably saw in the first shot, I have him displayed with them. So I do really love this figure. I think he was really a good addition. And he was my first Tom Holland Spider-Man figure. Well, second. Rest in peace, Civil War variant. Okay, and the second suit on the list is the Night Monkey suit from Far From Home. I got this at a GameStop. I'm really happy with this one. It was kind of one of those purchases where I held off for a long time. When the initial figure came out, I did not buy it. I did not care about it. But I saw it at a GameStop, and I just kind of decided to bite the bullet, and I bought him. And I've been happy ever since. I did not think this would be a suit I liked, but I really do love just posing him around and having him do stuff. And I like the stealth aspect of it. Is it the best? Probably not. No, I guarantee Mafex is much better. I can't speak to that because I don't have it, but I'm assuming it is because I have the Mafex Far From Home upgraded suit. But that's also $100, and this was $20. So I think I got my money's worth. So yeah, really good figure. And next we have the upgraded suit. Both of them. I have two. I've got the Marvel Legends, and this is the one that came out in 2021. So this was the new one with the better colors and all that, and the Tom Holland head sculpt and stuff. Really, it was a good figure. It was a good figure, but I got so irritated with the lack of web lines through it. And one thing that always gets me is this figure had it, right? So why didn't the upgraded suit come with it, Hasbro? I don't know. So I tried to put it in myself, and then it kept rubbing off. So I thought super glue might, you're putting something over it. Yeah, that didn't work out. So I have him with my comic characters just because I actually don't have a comic book Spider-Man. And if you guys know where to get a really good one for cheap, well, let me know, because I'd love to buy one of him too. But this was the big one, the Mafex. I ended up just buying this one because this is my favorite suit, and I think I've talked about that, and I won't sing this guy's praises too much. You already know. I absolutely adore this figure. Everything about him. He's great. I actually did, though. I put some stuff on his feet just because the paint was rubbing off, but whatever. I fixed it. So, yeah, I absolutely love that suit. My favorite suit. Even better to me than the new one that was shown off, so... All right, and now we got the inside out version of the upgraded suit. So this is this suit just inside out. And it's not a bad figure. It's not bad, only because I did some things to it. So I actually put gold Sharpie on it. And this is not probably that accurate, but I just wanted to make it more accurate because it came red. The hands came red, which it was like concept art, but that's not just not how the suit looked in the movie. So I was super upset about that. Very bummed. I actually just watched a video by Shartimus. He reviewed a Diamond Select variant of this suit that actually did have um, black arms and stuff. I thought I was like, I even commented. I said like, man, it's kind of a bummer that Hasbro didn't wait. But this figure does have some included detail. If I really get close, you can actually see those little lines and stuff. That's really cool. And one thing that ticks me off about this figure is it has the painted webbing. The web is, gold. And these figures are the same exact sculpt. Everything about it, they're the same. Why wasn't this black? I'll never know. Hasbro got lazy. So it really upsets me, but this is a good suit. It's got some really cool stuff to it. It just bummed me out that this was not a gold and black, and it was red. All right, and then we have the I'll call it the advanced upgraded suit from No Way Home. And this figure is so hard for me to describe because I like it, but I don't at the same time. And bring it up closer. For one, I had to do the same thing, except it did end up better, and it's not as shiny on the shelf, like as you see here. Like, it's really not. It's kind of the lighting being so bright in here. So I was able to get the webs and stuff, and it looks so much, it does look so much better than, I don't know why I keep wanting to bring him up, but it looks so much better than that. Probably due to the fact that there isn't as much. But also, this is supposed to be black. I just don't understand how they got it wrong. It's supposed to be an upgraded variant of this suit, where the nanotech from the Iron Spider suit went on this suit. What happened? Oh, it just boggles my mind. And what's funny is they did this the first time. So the original variant of the Far From Home Marvel Legends was not, it was kind of a gray color too. So I was thinking surely they're going to do right and make this black. No, it's gray. So it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. Honestly, what I think they're going to do, because I was doing I was looking up online some figure reviewers and stuff, and some people talking about like unnamed things for 2022 Marvel Legends, and there was one reviewer was talking about certain packs that we don't know about yet, or like figures that we don't know, and he mentioned a 3-pack, and I was thinking that's probably, it might be. Now if I do get this wrong, whatever, I don't want to hear about it. But I'm thinking it's going to be Toby, Andrew, and Tom. And Tom is going to have this suit, but made to look right. I think that's what's going to happen. If it doesn't, don't quote me on that then. But I do think that may be what they're doing. And I'll still buy it. It's going to tick me. Now, I'm mainly going to be buying it for Toby and Andrew, but I think that's what they may do. That's just my opinion on the matter. And again, I don't hate this figure. I just wish Hasbro, first off, put the detail. Honestly, I probably wouldn't complain as much if they put the webbing in here. Or made this black, either or. If they did one of the things, then I wouldn't be so mad at the figure. Okay, but now we're going into figures that I don't really have complaints for, and this is the Miles from Into the Spider-Verse, which is one of my favorite Spider-Man movies, and this is my favorite Miles figure. I'm going to just put it out there. I know articulation is actually worse than the other one, but I like this suit more. I like this feel. I like Miles as more of a kid looking, The other figure is actually really big, I found, and it is like a 6.5-inch figure. I don't know why they did it, because it looks weird with my other Spider-Man, so I always have to have him crouched, and I'll talk about that in a minute, but Man, I love this figure. I loved them giving Miles like clothing. I thought this looked so cool, and I still do. I instantly pre-ordered this figure when he came out, and I'm actually kind of bummed I didn't get Peter B. Parker. I'm looking for him now. I remember when he was a peg warmer, and I never bought him, and I'm so upset now because I try to find him, and he's so expensive. So if anyone knows of a cheap way to get Peter B. Parker, I'd love it. I'd be so thankful. But yeah, this figure is incredible. The amount of detail. I know the articulation is not the best, especially with that, but it does what it needs to do. And I just absolutely love this figure. And he came from it helps that he came from a stellar movie. And I'm so excited for the next one. I think I'm not going to say, I'm not going to, but yeah, I'm so excited for the new one that's coming out. Was it this year or next year? I don't know. I'm excited. All right, and wrapping up the list, we have my Miles from the Gamerverse. This is the game variant of Miles, and I do really also love this figure. It was actually hard saying which one was my favorite because I love both of them. This Miles comes with more accessories and stuff, but I have a more attachment to Into the Spider-Verse Miles. I love his character more. I don't have a PlayStation, but my friend does, and I've been over to his place and we've kind of talked about this game. I've really been for him playing Spider-Man. Actually really never watched anyone play through it, but I have watched people play through Miles, so I do know the story and what happens in that game. And I do really like it, but it's just not to me as good as Into the Spider-Verse. But this figure, that does not mean this figure's awful. This figure is incredible. Again, the detailing in this figure is amazing. And even the hands. He comes with a lot of hands too, and an alternate face sculpt, which does not really meet the mark. Like, this Miles came with another head, which is incredible. I have it somewhere. I'm not going to pull it out. If you want to know what it looks like, just look it up. This guy came with another head that just wasn't Miles to me, and that's why I actually used it for a custom Electro figure. And I'd love to do show off my Spider-Man villains, show those guys off. So maybe I'll do another video separate on that and talk about those guys because I have a few MCU. Well, no, not really. I have one MCU villain, and I have Venom from the Sonyverse, and then the rest are comic or hybrid comic, and I'll talk about what that means if you guys want me to make a video over them. I'm not going to spoil anything. But yeah, I love this figure. Really good figure, great articulation. And it was really hard. It was hard deciding which Miles I liked more. I just have more attachment to the other one. But again, that does not make this figure any more awful. He is great. Well, instead of putting all the figures back in their spot and yada yada, taking more time out of my time, I just decided to put the Far From Home Spider-Man here because I love this figure. Like I said, my favorite figure. And I wanted to say thank you for watching through this video. I hope you liked my collection. I know I made a bit more of an in-depth video than I was thinking, but hey, this didn't reach 30 minutes. It's only going to reach about 20, so I'm pretty proud about that. I am working on, the timing with my videos and making sure I don't ramble too long. So hopefully that kind of worked out. It's going to be easier for you guys to sit through and watch a full 20-minute or 15 or 10 or 5 or 1. I don't know. You may have watched through my intro and clicked right off because you saw all the figures I had and you said, oh, I don't need to see this in any more detail than it already is. And see, that's the rambling I'm talking about. But we're at the end, so I think I can do a bit of that. Anyway, I know I was a little harsh on some of my Spider-Man figures, but I want you guys to know that I love all of them. I do, just some more than others. Even this guy, I tried to put some heart and love into him, and it just didn't work out. And he still is on my comic shelf since I don't have a comic figure. But again, throwing out the point, if you want to see any of these figures reviewed, let me know in the comments. Just let me know, and I'll do a full in-depth review. I'd love to do some of the Miles, especially. And then me asking you personally, if you guys know where to get some of those figures for cheap, let me know. And I mean, if you find an eBay listing and you're like, this is a comic Spider-Man, it's a really good price, let me send it to him. Don't be like, oh, go on, this toy site and get Spider-Man for $30, because yeah, but I want multiples. So like if you see a Peter B. Parker for, really cheap and you're like, oh, I don't want him, but I know he does, let me know. I don't know. I read every one of your comments because it's not like there's many. Okay. And I don't always reply, and that's not because I'm not reading them. It's just because sometimes I don't know what to say. So for anyone who's telling me that the figures are good, or they like the top tens, thank you. Thank you for interacting with me. I'll just put that in this video. I know who you are, and I think you know who you are. Anyone who says anything and is friendly, we're all just one toy collecting community. So thank you for that. You really do make my day. But anyway, let me know what you think. If you are watching this video, just put something in the comments. Say hello. Maybe I'll say hi back. I don't know. Depends on how I feel. Trust me, I read every single comment because it's not like there's many to read. But hey, take care. Have a good day. And I'll see you in the next video where maybe I'll do, I don't know. Maybe I'll do MODOK. That'd be fun. We'll see. See you guys.